Hi, my name is John McCloskey. I recently rode in the 2023 Bicycle Ride Across Nebraska, or BRAN. In previous years, I would refer to myself as the BRAN Minstrel. I would bring a guitar along with me and come up with some goofy songs to perform at the end of the week for anybody who wanted to listen to them. This year, I did not bring a guitar, and I said that I was just riding, and I actually meant it. I had no intention of actually performing or doing anything for the closing night rider meeting. But on Friday afternoon, I was hit like a bolt of lightning with a bit of inspiration. Just Edgar Allan Poe's poem, The Raven, came to mind, which really lends itself to satirical interpretations of many descriptions. And I just thought, well, there it is. That seems like something that I need to do, I suppose. And when I asked Kim Shirley if I would be able to do a spoken word thing at the Friday Night Riders meeting, Kim said, yes, that would be great. I would have been highly relieved had she said no, but once she said yes, I said, well, okay, I guess I'd better write it down and be ready to do it. I actually live in Maryland. My wife is originally from Nebraska, so that is my connection to the state of Nebraska and to BRAN. But living in Maryland and being a bicyclist, I have ridden my bicycle in the city of Baltimore, and I have ridden it past Edgar Allan Poe's grave, so I have a connection there too, you might say. So here is my twisted version of the Raven that I am calling the BRAN Man, a.k.a. the Unshaven, in honor of Al Roeder, who is on the shirt that I am wearing, or this shirt was made in his honor. So, enjoy. Once upon a daybreak dreary, while I pondered weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious bike ride of forgotten lore. While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my tent flap door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my tent flap door. Only this, and nothing more. And the silken, sad, uncertain rustling of each rainfly curtain thrilled me, filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before. So that now to still the beating of my heart I stood repeating, "'Tis some visitor entreating entrance at my tent flap door. Some early visitor entreating entrance at my tent flap door. This it is, and nothing more." Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. "Sir," said I, "or madam, truly your forgiveness I implore. But the fact is I was napping, and so gently you came rapping, and so faintly you came tapping at my tent flap door, that I scarce was sure I heard you. Here I opened wide the door. Darkness there, and nothing more." Deep into the darkness peering, long I stood there, wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortals ever dared to dream before. But the silence was unbroken, and the stillness gave no token, and the only words there spoken were the whispered words, "Ride more." This I whispered, and an echo murmured back the words, "Ride more." Merely this, and nothing more. Outside my tent a-turning, all my soul within me burning, soon again I heard a tapping, somewhat louder than before. "Surely," said I, "that is where I thought was where my hat is. Let me see, then, what thereat is, and this mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment, and this mystery explore. 'Tis the wind, and nothing more." After applying my butter, when with many a flirt and flutter, in there stepped a stately BRAN Man of the early days of yore. Not the least obeisance made he, not a minute stepped or stayed he, but with mien of lord or lady, perched above my rainfly door. Perched with a great big coffee mug just above my rainfly door. Perched and sat, and nothing more. Then this peculiar dude beguiling my sad fancy into smiling, by the grace and stern decorum of the countenance he wore. "Though thy face be quite unshaven, thou," I said, "art sure no craven, ghastly grim in ancient haven, wandering from the nightly shore. Tell me what thy lordly name is on the night's Omahanian shore." Quoth the BRAN Man, "Ride some more." Much I marveled this ungainly dude to hear discourse so plainly, though his answer little meaning, little relevancy bore. For we cannot help agreeing that no living human being ever yet was blessed with seeing this dude above his rainfly door. Bearded beast above the rainfly flap, above the main tent door, saying stuff like, "Ride some more." But the BRAN Man, sitting lonely on the rainfly flap, spoke only that one phrase, as if his soul in that one phrase he did outpour. Nothing further than he uttered, not a further sound he sputtered, till I scarcely more than muttered, "Other friends have rode before. On the morrow he will leave me as my hopes have rode before." Then the dude said, "Ride some more." Then I saw all the bikes so shiny, and I may start getting whiny, 'cause the headwind, oh the headwind, grips my soul down to its core. We tried to set our paces, with it blowing in our faces, 80 miles right in our faces, into our souls it bore. And we rode and rode to Cambridge, rocking our bodies to the core. Then the dude said, "Ride some more." The next day was much better, certainly where it came to weather, not as windy as it had been the day before. We rode our way to Alma, feeling quite a great bit calmer than we did the day before. On the morrow it's on to Red Cloud and the great round barn of yore. And the dude said, "Ride some more." There were more days of riding, while our time we were abiding, with many towns and things to see, ending in Hebron on day 4. On to Wilbur on day 5, Friday in Seward, still alive to head to Ashland, with hands, legs, and butt so sore. To hug our friends goodbye, with sweat emerging from every pore. This it is, and plenty more. And the BRAN Man never flitting, still is sitting, on the rainfly flap just flapping over my tent's open door, as I ponder in the heat, with my butt still on my seat, that the end is bittersweet, despite hearing people snore, and I wonder what to do after Bran for 1 year more. Quoth the BRAN Man, "Ride some more."
Hey, 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 hey.